play, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence if it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it, we bout to build it. They leaving it vacant, I just go harder. I am a boss that I gotta get it. I am so with it, I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The tight end Henry here in motion. On 2nd and 9, Brady toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. A second time. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for New England, and even 50 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now Brady. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady steps away to his left. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Brady. fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Yeah, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Browns at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the left? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns
Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The final shot before half for Brady. Open man here, the tight end Henry. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Chubb on the counter, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. And sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right
it down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
From the 27, Brady finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They run again on first down. Chubb yet again, just a bruising carry, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on second down. Brady dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidence right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete.
It's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first and 10, here's Brady. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw again on second down. Brady. Open man right side, Myers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Folks, 249 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my
like water. Teaching like, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it.